Angelo Gallo says that a little bit of, as she puts it, self-loving is the best form of pain relief during
she did mean
labour.
That. You're in the front.
Now, Nadia, do you remember we talked about master dating a while back? Oh, yeah. It's a bit like that, only in a hospital when you're having... Or maybe not in hospital, maybe at home when you're just having your baby.
Jamila is not recovering from this.
You know, the thing is, I'm not against self-love, you know, no, I actually think it's quite, you know, it's quite healthy, it's fine, cool. But during childbirth, are they serious? That's the last thing you're thinking of, it really is. And I get the idea, you know, the oxytocin being released and all that, but... and I don't want to put anyone off, because having children is the greatest thing, and once you actually give birth and it's out, it's beautiful. But the whole process, really, are we going to...
Do you know what just makes me laugh is, you know, everyone talks about, you know, whale music. In this case, would be Barry White. Let's get it on.
Exactly.
I believe in this, and if you can get someone to turn your nipples at the same time... Honestly, you will get double oxytocin.
I didn't want my
and you
other
will
half,
get natural pain relief.
I didn't want my other half to touch me, because you're just thinking you're the reason why I'm in this mess.
No, but that's where you've gone wrong, because you could have had less pain.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Come on, try and get Moscow. Try and get Barry White.
Can't you just grab hold of their nipples and go...
Pain relief. It would only give you a moment of emotional relief.
Do you know,
I looked into this. I'm not joking. I looked into this seriously.
I don't believe you are joking. You're the only person.
You know me, I'm the hippie. But honestly, thousands and thousands of women who do this. A lot more in America, in California, they do it. And when I was looking into
that surprise me?
Well, there's this one woman. She's had 4 children, and she does the proper birthing, you know, not the scream shout, the spiritual out
I
in the
mooed,
woods.
apparently.
That's good. You
Really?
need to moo like a cow.
That's exactly... I don't remember this, but apparently I was... I then went on to have an emergency caesarean, so it's like... that didn't really work.
But honestly, mooing deep... And, like, well, this one I was telling you about, she actually is able to orgasm in birth, looking into her husband's eyes. But you have to do training. You can't just...
Training?
You have to get into...
I need to know the logistics as well, like, because, no, I mean, I was in labour for 33 hours. Is it, you know, is it multiple, or is it just once and it will be sorted?
Some people it's multiple. Question? Some people, they might not actually get there, but the process has helped them through the actual birth. The process of trying to...
Do you know, even if the real thing was 30 hours, I would like it.
Jane has been struck dumb.
Isn't it just a case of... It's sort of horses for courses, really? It depends on the birth experience that you're having. I mean, I guess if this woman sounds like she was having a fairly natural, you know, kind of birth.
You have to have a natural child.
Me, I had the epidural literally as I was coming out of the car park into the hospital door. It was like, give me that epidural for the first one. Second one, elective caesarean. So... actually pretty stress-free.
Oh, God, I mean...
yeah, but I think, you see, I know this is awful and lots of people are going to... I do think... I think every woman has to have the birth that they want.
Yeah.
But it was... Because I did it this way without the actual O, but I was trying in a way.
I tried to have the birth I want.
The amazing rush, the surge.
Yeah. No,
when
she's
the
talking
baby
about the O, not the birth.
What did she say? What did she say?
I tried to have the birth I wanted.
I had a pedicure and everything.
You didn't have a pedicure.
I figured the only bit of me that's going to look nice is the feet up in the...
That is ridiculous. A pedicure.
Why is that ridiculous?
Because
no,
like you're going to a party.
Well, I want it to be kind of birth ready. You know, it's a bit like beach ready, but you look a lot worse. And I kind of figured...
Was this your first birth? Because on a second birth, you know very well, it's nothing like the beach.
I was mooing and everything. It was terrible. No, the first one, I had a pedicure and, you know, shaved my legs, the bits I could see, obviously.
Shaved it how?
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 Difficult.
Someone else did it.
I might have missed some bits because obviously you can't really see.
Did you have a pedicure, Nadia?
What do you think? I mean, I was going to be in a field, but I couldn't find one.
What is going on?
Because deepest, darkest South London, there aren't many fields. And Mark said, you're really hormonal now, so I was making him drive around looking for the...
Park.
Because I was really inspired by these women that do this stimulation and get this... I wanted... The first birth had been so awful that I wanted something on another level. So, because I couldn't find a field, I ended up being on the toilet for 8 hours with Mark, who was not allowed to leave the room, just shouting over and over again in a cowing, moaning way. Oh, boy!
Like a moaning cow way.
And because... No, Mark had to hold on to my shoulders.
And you're going open.
And then when he went, Nan, I've got to go to the loo. This was after 7 hours because he wasn't allowed to leave my shoulders because we were connecting, so he was giving me...
Oh, my goodness.
And I just went...
I love it. I love it.
So you literally...
No midwife, had nothing. So my friend that was there just had to get the bin, and so he had to pee in the bin because he wasn't allowed to leave because we were making the connection.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Mine went home because he said, well, there's no point both of us being tired.
You know, I do believe, because I've had both. I've had an epidural and I've had a natural birth. And the epidural, I was literally watching Jerry Springer at the same time. And as she came out, Jerry. And the natural birth, much harder, much more traumatic for me. But that rush when you push the baby out, and afterwards it was like, oh my gosh, I've just made a baby.
But that could, you know, if you went a bit further, you see what that could become.
Can I read the quote from the lady? Sorry about the rush. Really quickly. Can we have a bit of Barry White, maybe? The surges were much more manageable, and the rest between them so much more enjoyable. If I close my eyes now, I'm taken back to that place. She was having a water birth. The hot water on my back. My husband's hands locked in mine, the safety of his presence, the happiness as I rode those wild waves.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.
And it's like when I look at girls now, and they've got it all hanging out, I look at them and think, oh, my God. And then I'm like, hang on a minute, Kate, that's exactly what you was like. But I suppose it's part of growing up.
I wasn't even joking when I said you started it.